Hello, everyone. A big, warm welcome to all of you joining us today. We are so grateful you are here to celebrate with us. Your support means a lot to us, and we appreciate you being part of this special day. I am Fatima Sadat, and I'm thrilled to be your host today. We have got an exciting program ahead to share the journey and future of Chat and Mid-America Arts Alliance coming together. And wasn't it Kelsey Sham's hard music so wonderful? She will play again during the lunch. Thank you so much, Kelsey. Our first distinguished guest is the Honorable Jen Wu, Texas State Representative for District 137. Representative Wu has been a steadfast advocate for Chat and other organizations dedicated to serving his district. He joins us today to discuss the significance of community collaboration and its positive impact. Let's give him a warm welcome.
Thank you so much. And for the record, I like Chat not just because they do some work in my district, but they do work all around Houston area and serving the entire community that is has such tremendous needs, right? And this is a community that not only lives here, but I'm a part of. I'm an immigrant. My family fled here from China a long time ago. And please don't ask how long. And I appreciate their work so much because not just because they serve a population that very badly needs help, but because they give a voice to a community that almost always is silent, sometimes out of fear, and sometimes because they have no voice to speak and they have no power to speak. And I love the murals because they say to the rest of the world, we're real people. We exist. That we have a place in this great country. That we're here to make this world a better place. And here is the embodiment of it, right? And I have so much nice things to say about Chat. And thank you, Mid-America Arts Alliance, for being a part of this. This is so important. And this collaboration between Chat and Mid-America Arts Alliance is just absolutely wonderful because I've said it 1,000 times and I'll say it again. Everyone deserves beauty, no matter who they are, how much money they have, and where they live. People deserve wonderful green spaces to spend time in the outdoors, but people also deserve art. People deserve to be able to see beauty, to see expression, to see the world in a different way. And that's so important. And this is my little, if you've ever heard me talk about art, this is my little monologue about art. Because it's kind of, I'm a real nerdy engineer type at heart, but I also love art. Because for me, art is the very condensed essence of humanity. Because if you ever read science fiction books about the end of the world, all those things, we don't save buildings. We don't save bridges. We don't try to save money and whatever else. What do we save? What are we launching into space? Our art. Our most prized possessions, things that are one of a kind, things that embody who we are as a species. This is our pinnacle. It doesn't matter if it's Michelangelo, or it doesn't matter if it's a great Asian artist. I'm sorry, I don't know. But to have those things represent us to not only the rest of the world, but for everything, every intelligence that could be out there, to say this is who we are, that's very powerful. And I'm so happy that we have organizations that continue to, in this world of mass consumerism and all these other things that kind of drive away individual creativity, AI kind of stealing a lot of art and stuff like that. It's so good to see more people being interested and organizations pushing this idea forward that we need to continue to create art because that is who we are. And that's so wonderful, so beautiful. And I'm so happy to be here to support it. And Dr. Siddiqui, thank you so much for everything you do. Mid-America Arts Alliance, thank you for everything that you do. And please keep it up. Oh, wait. Well, actually, that's Dr. Siddiqui. I'm sorry. And I have just a small certificate of appreciation from the state of Texas on behalf of my office to congratulate her and congratulate Chat on everything that they do, all the things they do day in and day out. And I know because I'm at all the events. Thank you so much, and we wish thank you for everyone who's supporting this.
Thank you so much, Representative Jane Wu. Now, please join me in extending a warm welcome to Carla Patterson, the visionary leader behind this significant merger. Carla's foresight and initiative planted the seed for this collaboration. And today, we gather to celebrate the growth of this shared endeavor. Carla will lead us in exploring the vast potential of this partnership to inspire further innovation and make a significant impact. Welcome, Carla.
I can't tell you how wonderful this moment is for me, but for Mid-America Arts Alliance as well. And I bring you greetings and a regret that he can't be here from Todd Stein, who is the president and CEO of Mid-America. He was delayed this morning, so he sends his very best wishes. I had the privilege of being the organizational coach for Chat starting in 2016 when Aisha and Dr. Shigag had just formed Chat. I think there was $200 in the bank, right? Yes. There was, yeah. And I think that was your $200. But they started on a heroic mission. Aisha saw a need for immigrant and refugee families to have an opportunity to assimilate and make this their home. And so she came up with a brilliant idea of using art as a portal to facilitate that integration process and to open what would be barriers to health to the refugees and immigrant populations here. So think of health in every way that you can think of health. Think of what it means to come to a country and not know the system. And it can bring anxiety and it can bring health challenges. And so Chat is using art, as Representative Wu says, as the thing that's fundamental to the human experience and tying us all together as one people through that portal. And this is an extraordinary endeavor, and it's a really heroic mission. So Aisha and I crossed the line here because it wasn't long before I went from consultant to just friend with Aisha. And I introduced more formally their work to Mid-America as an organization. And I will say, we'll just fast forward that what began in 2016 seemed have you ever gone somewhere or been through an experience that just felt like the universe was taking you there, that everything lined up? That's the way this organically evolved, to tell you the truth, because Mid-America's byline is more art for more people. And yet we knew that it wasn't true yet, that there was a population we had not reached, that there was not more art for all of these people. And Texas has the largest population of immigrant and refugee in the country. And so Texas is one of the 6 states that we represent. And until that sector had more art for those more people, our goal was left undone. And so that's what brings us here to this moment, that we come together as one organization to serve a community that hasn't always had that access. And as Mid-America explored what art and health means, and all of the research that is bubbling up about those outcomes, this just made perfect sense. The commitment to build healthier communities in every way through art experiences. So, a long journey, organic in its process, and just plain meant to be. So, thank you.
Now, please join me in extending a warm welcome to Dr. Shigab.
Hello, testing. So it's the year of the dragon, I am told, and that's a prosperous time. And it also is Valentine's Day, which is an excellent time for union. So it seems very auspicious that we should be gathered at this particular time. It's really a pleasure to see the culture of health advancing together and the Mid-American Arts Alliance reach this milestone. And it's been quite a long mile, actually, Aisha. A decade since Aisha completed her dissertation at the School of Public Health and started on this mission. It represents the confluence of complementary purposes, I think. And this is true because culture is art and art culture. Both are inextricably intertwined with our and our community's health. Now, culture is the essence of who we are, reflects our beliefs, traditions, and values. As new arrivals, we bring our cultural heritage with us. We bring vibrant colors and we bring diverse perspectives. Old customs, languages, and traditions breathe new life into our adopted communities, enriching our collective identity. Art is the universal language. It transcends borders. It bridges differences. As new arrivals, we draw upon our unique experiences and backgrounds to create works that echo the past and evoke a promising future. I think about all the chat initiatives, including the Story Trail, as exemplars of this. The road of the immigrant and refugee is a challenging one, not an easy one. Discrimination, displacement, and uncertainty are elements of this life rebuilt. Culture and art provide the foundations of our resilience. Along with chat and the Mid-American Arts Alliance, we intuitively know that culture and art influence health. Health here is holistic. It is interconnected. It is ecological. It is not simply the absence of disease, but rather optimal physical, mental, emotional, and environmental well-being at individual and community levels. The chat history in this community is one of school education, language skills training, social emotional learning curricula, social support, and life skills training to our youth and families, with an aim to influence the underlying factors that determine our health. To date, hundreds of youth have benefited from the engagement, education, and inspiration that these programs have provided. I wanted to give a shout out to Aisha and her team in making all this happen, as well as our retired board, including Katie Wang, Eric Bagota, and Susan Alibi, who will continue on as advisory capacity. The complementation with the Mid-American Arts mission is made tangible when you consider the visual and performance art products created by chat. Programs have been broadcast in books, presentations, and community murals, including the art over by the wall there, that is telling the immigrant story and declaring their future aspirations. Now, from the academic angle, the literature base on the health impact of arts and culture on new immigrant and refugee populations is actually underdeveloped. CHAD is contributing to this domain academic partnerships with the Baylor College of Medicine, University of Houston, UT Health, and Rice helped to hone Chat's capability in systematic approaches to program development and evaluation for data-driven decision-making, as well as dissemination of this work. Engaging students from our School of Public Health in evaluating, in planning, in securing competitive grant funding for programming, and in publishing research in peer-reviewed journals represent steps in this direction. A backbone for capacity building is the internship, fellowship, and volunteer opportunities to contribute to health and well-being of the community directly, while simultaneously contributing to the pipeline of future professionals and non-profit leaders. And the Chat experience provides an opportunity to explore new career paths and enhance skills. And in fact, Chat has a pedigree of seeing its pre-med volunteers and interns accepted into medical schools. So the Mid-American Arts Alliance mission is to strengthen and support the arts, cultural organizations, and communities throughout the Midwest region. And we heard Carla say that its vision is more art for more people, quote unquote. Given the seminal place of culture and art in its pursuit of community health, scientific inquiry, and the engagement of tomorrow's leaders, Chat couldn't agree more. This is truly a confluence of complementary purposes with an enlightened future. So thank you very much. I think the future is bright for Chat and M-AAA. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shigak. Next on our agenda, we are honored to welcome Ms. Jennifer Ken, Principal of Las Americas Newcomer School. With our long-standing partnership, Ms. Ken is best positioned to articulate the significance of programs like Chat, particularly fostering social-emotional learning and providing support to immigrant and refugee students. Her insight on how integrating art into our programs enhances the well-being and engagement of students will certainly be invaluable. Let's hear it from Ms. Ken.
Hello? Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I have to admit I'm a little bit fangirling over here because I see so many important people, and thank you, Dr. Siddiqui, for considering me among those people. I wanted to start off by kind of doing a little bit of research. I know a lot about Chat, but I do not know a lot about Mid-American Arts Alliance. And I think that the most significant thing that I found when I was looking is really in the very first line of what you have put on your website. The arts have the power to transform, inspire, connect, and heal. I cannot think of a better initiative that matches what Chat does than that. That is a goal that we at the school level have to embrace every single day, because oftentimes we're not able to communicate what our kids are feeling. I am at a school that is very unique. Our school is 100% refugee and immigrant. I came there as a refugee and immigrant specialist, and all of our kids are in their very first year of U.S. schooling. In addition to that, what we do is we also screen our kids so that we can see the level of education that they have and, kind of what the experiences that they've had, so that we can best put them in programs that will help them advance themselves, not only in school, but in life, in their community, and just helping their own families, okay? So in doing this, there's no way that I could ever assume that I understand the experiences of our kids. It could break your heart, or it could be the most hopeful thing that you have to look at every single day, and I'm blessed for that. One cannot understand the impact that programs like Chat have on our kids. The fact that Marin and Fatima come every day and they're ready, and our kids are looking for them, and just to know that there are people who, coming from situations like them, able to communicate with them, and then they can come and tell me, Miss Can, this is what you're doing wrong. Miss Can, this is what my students need. And I could never imagine some of the things that come to me. So when I heard that, I'm gonna just say at schools we're also victims to funding. Okay. And just being honest with that. When I found out that Chat was going to be partnering with such a tremendous organization, all I could think was, yes, many more years of Chat for our incoming refugee and immigrant students. So I don't want to get emotional, but I will say this. Our girls, because there's a girls program at our school, our girls don't have a voice. Our girls are afraid to even ask questions in class. Our girls are coming from situations where they were not allowed to go to school because it was too dangerous. And now I have this group of girls who chase me down to take a picture of me being goofy and say, Miss Ken, we're doing this. We're taking pictures. They're going to show us these pictures in Chat. And they're happy. And they haven't been able to run around and do that ever. And so that impact cannot be measured. It cannot be told by Miss Can. It cannot be told by any words that I have. It's shown in art. It's shown in their faces. And it continues. And I really appreciate that. Thank you guys. I appreciate this collaboration. And anything that you guys need from us, we're here for you. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sadiq.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Ken. Now, last but not least, we have Dr. Aisha Siddiqui. She started Chat and has helped so many people. Dr. Siddiqui will talk about our journey and our exciting future with Mid-America Arts Alliance. Let's give it a big round of applause for Dr. Siddiqui.
Good morning. Thank you very much. And I think I'm in a very tough point talking after Dr. Shigag and Carla and Miss Ken. But first of all, as many of you know, that I am Aisha Siddiqui. I'm the founder and executive director of CHAT, Culture of Health Advancing Together. And it's truly an honor to stand today and talk about this merger, because this is the path that start with our involvement with the first inaugural batch of the Engage program that Carla started, and it was in July of 2016. And I would also like to thank State Representative Jean Wu and Carla Patterson, Ms. Jennifer Ken, and Dr. Ross Shigag for their invaluable comments. So first, I would like to say that this journey started in 2016, and Carla and I, like Carla said, that we were talking, we were meeting, and it was just part. I had recently graduated from UT School of Public Health, and I told my family the dissertation I did with the South Asian women, and I saw the challenges. I said that I'm not going back to teaching, or I'm not going back to the health department working as an epidemiologist that I was doing. I want to be in this community. And my husband said, okay, because he knew there is no other word he could say. Okay, whatever. So that's the start of CHAT. And then, and from there, I went to Dr. Shigag and said, Dr. Shigag, I have heard that you need 3 board members to make a nonprofit. Not that I was there to make a nonprofit, but there was no other way. So can you be one? I said, he said, Aisha, you are my student. I know I want to support you. So yes, I will do it. So that's how CHAT started. I asked one of in Facebook group, can someone make a website for this organization? And this lady responded, yes, I want to give back to the community. And she created the website. And at the end, she said, now, Aisha, there is only one thing left, and you need a bank account. I said, why do I need a bank account? And she said, how are people going to donate? And I said, who's going to donate? This is my cause. She said, you will know, you'll see. And we are here today. So that's the power of, the work that was doing. And Mid-America Arts Alliance saw what we were doing and the impact that we were doing and how we were using art to change lives or make the difference. And that's where this conversation started, I guess, 2 or 3 years ago, that we will be merging. So today we have gathered to celebrate this moment and recognizing the remarkable potential that Mid-America Arts Alliance saw in this. And this was also an opportunity for Mid-America Arts Alliance to become part of the work that they have not been doing previously, like Carla said. So I think this is upon us in Houston that we welcome them with open arms and open hearts, so that we can magnify the work, we can increase our impact and do the work that Chat has been doing. Now we have more resources, now we have more backing. So this is a very good thing. Merger with Mid-America Arts Alliance is a very good thing for Chat and for the Houston Gulfton community and the refugee and immigrant community. And this merger signifies the stride for Chat, empowering us leverage the power of more effectively and enhancing people's life through art. And we can gain access to invaluable resources, expertise, and network through our merger with Mid-America Arts Alliance. But one important thing that I want to say, and many people ask me about it, that Chat is not going anywhere. We are not moving to Kansas City. We are not going. Chat is staying here. We will be here. Actually, Mid-America Arts Alliance is empowering the work that we are doing. So that's one very important thing, that the resources that Chat did not have in the past, now we have those resources. Now we have that support. So through integration with Mid-America Arts Alliance, we are broadening our reach and enriching the scope of our program. Simultaneously, Mid-America Arts Alliance gains platform to extend the impact. And moving forward, it is imperative that we strengthen the foundation of art and health and ensure that our initiatives are grounded in evidence-based practice and community work. So this is a time where you have heard from Carla, you have heard from Representative Jingu, Dr. Shigag, and Ms. Ken. So I do not want to stand here and talk for a very long time, but I was told that the videographer will also come to all of you, whoever would want to express or say something about this. So this is also an opportunity for you to tell us what you want from us, how you want Chat and Mid-America Arts Alliance to make that impact, or moving forward, how you want to see the change. And now Chat is a division of Mid-America Arts Alliance. So most of the time you'll be hearing Mid-America Arts Alliance more, or MA as we lovingly call it, or like Dr. Shigag said, M-AAA. So Chat is a division of Mid-America Arts Alliance, and I am the director of this division. I'm not the executive director of Chat. And now I'm fortunate enough to have a boss who supports me. So that's a big thing. I wish he could be here, but he's not here. And I extend my sincere gratitude to each of you for your presence today. I express my heartfelt appreciation for everyone who has contributed to this journey, our staff, collaboratives, volunteers, interns, supporters, and the community. Your unwavering dedication, passion, and commitment have been instrumental in our success, and I eagerly anticipate the promising future ahead of Chat and Ma as we embark on this journey. And thank you very much for spending your Valentine's Day with us. So happy Valentine's Day. Marine, is the lunch ready? So the lunch is ready, and please help yourself. And in the meantime, I think Ronald will reach out to you, and then Sandra has the waiver forms if you will speak. So please, and this floor is open for discussion. And if anyone has any questions, please. Comment card. Oh, so Marine has comment cards here. Please leave your comments. And these thank you cards are made by our Girls Club for Success program participants. Marine and Fatma spent a lot of time with them. And then some of this art is very, very meaningful. Marine, can you bring that one? This one really, I cannot. Would you like to talk about it? So this art, this student told the Marine and Fatma that this is how she feels when she was in Afghanistan. This is the the cage, and then flying away from that there and be here, and that flag from Afghanistan. It's just one of the art. And Marcel also is one of our refugee students. She doesn't speak. I mean, she knows a little bit of English, but she doesn't. She prefers not to say anything. She's doing henna art, and it's for all of you to enjoy. And please, let's start lunch.